I know, the script for this school education film looks like something that could have been made in 2008. In fact, it was made in 1958, and it was based on the scientific conclusions of the time, conclusions that haven't changed.
As we are talking about this issue, I try to analyze a paper cited by Potholer 54 himself. This is a paper written by G.S. Callender. It is from 1938 and talks about the artificial production of carbon dioxide and its influence on temperature. One of the interesting things to note about this graph is that if you look at the x-axis, the x-axis relates to the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere, while the y-axis refers to the surface temperature at a particular amount of vapor pressure. This graph is derived in the paper of Callender from the equation. Interestingly, in that equation, the change in temperature is not linearly related to change in sky radiation. It is quite interesting because it shows us that this graph, which has a decreasing slope, though the slope is positive, suggests that every next unit of increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide will not change the surface temperature by the same amount as a previous unit increase in the atmospheric carbon dioxide would have. And the effect of the atmospheric carbon dioxide at a particular amount of vapor pressure, at least as a direct effect, reduces with regards to the amount of change that occurs in the surface temperature. Normally, this graph alone would poke several holes in the theories of the alarmists. But obviously, the reason why this paper is cited is only because it talks about a relationship between carbon dioxide and temperature. And the actual content that is discussed in this paper is seldom discussed by the climate alarmists.